Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing. 1, 2, 3. Why, hello there. You caught me trying to figure out what's wrong with my lav mic after recording a whole thing last week just to realize that there are parts of the audio that sound like knives being put into a blender. I know for me, my brain kind of... As you can tell, I haven't made much progress. I think this piece of shit is just broken. Well, time to grab the shotgun and put this thing out of its misery. You thought I was grabbing a gun, didn't you? Sounds like someone didn't go to film school. Oh my god, I'm $27,000 in debt and the student loan forgiveness delay doesn't seem to be getting any better. Oh my god, why did I go to college? What is my career? Why did the boomers promise I'd be able to pay back all this money? I mean, hey, we just tax the rich and we could all cancel student debt, but the rich just still get to be rich, but we're not going to do that because mankind is evil and existence is pain. Oh, there I go again, down one of my silly existential dread spirals. Well, you know, it just so happens that the video that I just recorded where some of the audio got a little messed up is about how I handle those existential anxieties within myself. Or honestly, maybe you should just watch episode 1 of The Power of Myth with Joseph Campbell. I decided to turn it on only a couple days after I filmed myself for this video, and at one point where he starts talking about living within systems, he literally said everything I was trying to say, but a lot more eloquently and with better audio. But hey, if you want to stick around and listen to what little old me has to say, I really do appreciate that. Take it away, me from last week! I often get frustrated trying to make sense of the world, and I know I'm not alone on this. Making sense of personal things like, who am I? What brings meaning to life for me? What is my purpose being here? Why do things happen to me in the way that they do? And then there comes the stuff that reaches far beyond what's inside myself. Why are we all here? What's the purpose of existing if it seems like there's pain around every corner? Why haven't we done anything about this pain? Recently, as I've been at least trying to move myself away from getting too caught up in these questions, there have been some facts that I have been trying to ground myself in. 2 facts in particular. The first thing is the world is complicated. The universe is complicated. Complicated is an understatement. I believe Douglas Adams used the word mind-bogglingly to describe the depth and the size and the awesomeness and the complexity of the universe and the world that we live in. And yes, awesomeness is a real word to be used with dignity to describe these kinds of things before us millennials started using it alongside like epic fail and like ownage noob or I don't know, just what have you. And there's stuff that I used to say when I was 13. Anyway, humans are complicated. Our ecosystem is complicated. Our bodies are complicated. Every facet of life, even the things that we feel like we understand the most, are still incomprehensibly complex. And that second word, incomprehensible, is what brings me to the second fact, which is human brains are limited, human bodies are limited. We don't even come close to being able to understand and perceive and comprehend the complexity of the world around us. Our bodies are limited in what we can do to impact the greater world around us. Obviously, humans are capable of incredible things. I'm not downplaying the role of the human spirit, but in times of existential dread, I don't think we are truly honoring how limited the human brain and the human body truly is. Because that's a scary thought. That's not what we want to feel when we are feeling existential dread. All I'm doing when I get into an existential spiral is creating friction between what my human brain can handle and the enormous complexities of the world around me. And it gets me absolutely nowhere. And so it's hard. It's hard to pull yourself out of that, because the reason that I'm probably there in the first place is because I'm feeling some kind of inadequacy in my life, a lack of meaning. So how am I trying to reframe this for myself?
It's not easy at all. And many times I don't succeed, but it's not even so much pulling yourself out of existential dread once you're in it. It's just trying to recenter yourself on those certain facts. We can only impact the world that's been given in front of us. Every one of us leads a completely unique life with completely unique brains and completely unique ways of seeing things, unique opportunities. Just your physical location in the world is unique to everybody. Your gifts, your skills that you have to bring to the world to contribute and make it a better place and create a meaningful life for yourself and help others do the same thing for themselves. All we can do is act on those things that are right in front of us, and that is an all-encompassing truth. That is all any human is capable of doing. Work within our own systems, work within our own lives that the world has, that existence has given us. To give, an actual example of how I am using this philosophy is literally in making this video right now. This is the gift and the skill set that I have been given in life for one reason or another. I don't have all the answers. I am on the exact same journey as everybody else is, and if I can make video pieces about it, I think that's the most powerful thing I can do for myself and for others in the world, and allows me to test out my brand new camera. And so the other thing that I'm trying to do is just refine what feeling existential means to me. I would rather feel existential staring up at a dark sky, looking at all the stars and feeling just awestruck at how small we are, how small I am in all of this, or even just like wandering through nature. Like here we are today on this gorgeous wintry day, just chasing my feelings of wanderlust, allowing myself to feel small in our ecosystem. And of course that feeling is somewhere kind of between enlightened and like troublesome. For a lot of people, the feeling of being this small is a very difficult thought to sit with. But for me, I would rather lean into that discomfort by feeding myself feelings of awe and inspiration and wanderlust than staying focused on the problems that I cannot solve. And for the problems that I cannot solve, that I want to solve, I divert back to the question of what can I do within my own systems, within my own perception of the world. What is my limited human brain capable of doing? I don't know how to end this. Goodbye.